Next to the Super Bowl and men's Final Four, the NFL Draft has become the ultimate get in sports for a city to host. Consider this. The economic impact in Nashville last year of the draft was $224 million. To put that in perspective, the economic impact of the RNC here in Cleveland 4 years ago was $188 million. If Cleveland is somehow able to manage even half of that, the economic impact will be huge. After successfully hosting the 2019 Major League Baseball All-Star Game, Cleveland was on a roll, one that looked to continue for the next 2 years and more. Then came the coronavirus, and as the state shut down, so too did the first wave of those events slated for Cleveland, resulting in the loss of tens of millions of dollars.
We lost a lot of events, NCAA basketball, and we had an NCAA swim championship and a U.S. Cornhole Nationals and the MAC basketball tournament. And other cities lost the Final Four and the women's Final Four. And so and everyone are asking the same questions about what the future is going to look like.
The loss of those events means the loss of booked hotel rooms, and it is a tax on each overnight stay that accounts for 94% of Destination Cleveland's annual funding.
We're fortunate that a lot of the events and even meetings, conventions that were booked during this time have rebooked for late this year or future years. So, while we're losing a lot, some of that will make up in future years.
But it does little for today. Nevertheless, if we are in a position as a country a year from now to resume large gatherings, things like the NFL Draft and the NBA All-Star Game 9 months later in Cleveland will serve as sizable islands to aim for in the sea of uncertainty.
Like you said, the draft is really about as big as it gets for Cleveland. And so that could be a date a lot of people mark on the calendar as not just a big boost, but a much more needed big boost than we would have thought.
And here's what they found in Nashville, Dallas, and Philadelphia, the last three cities to host the draft. The majority of people coming to it come into town from out of town. And in Nashville last year, the average hotel stay, 2.8 nights. John Kasich, News 5.